Hey, Ami. Oh, wow, you're here early today. Okay, now. All right. Welcome. Welcome to another hour of absolute chaos. I don't know what's going on with my connection. I'm waiting for Ami to join, but she'll be here shortly. But until she gets here,
What do you mean by I'm here early today? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're normally here at 7:03. So
Well,
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. But
I'll
before
catch you.
before we do all the things, I just want to tell everybody that it is officially festival season. Let's see if it does the things. Yes,
I need
hearts.
that play.
Yes, and balloons and confetti. It's festival season.
Yay.
So, go to www.adventuresfrom.com. Yes, flames in the air.
Flames in the air.
Go to the tickets tab. Look for your tickets. Early bird tickets sold out quickly. It was 500 shillings. I think 500 shillings is like $3. It's like super cheap. Yes, put it in CDs. The next tier of tickets is 1,500, and the tier after that is 2,500 shillings.
Oh.
So
61 Ghana pay. Like it was like 62 Ghana cedis.
Oh, 500.
Hey.
Oh, very cheap. Very cheap. If you lost God, yeah, you lost God. So don't lose God again. So next tier tickets is 1,500. After that, it's regular general admission, 2,500 Kenyan shillings. Obviously, plus your flights. We will have some amazing people in the house. Nobody knows who Teasingly still is, but they will be there. Unfortunately, I will not be at the festival this year because of immigration issues. Astro Kojo, hey yo. So, welcome everybody to another episode of Bad Advice.
Madness. Hold on, let me get lip drops for this. And yes, I'm wearing boy style shorts.
Wait, you said lip draws. Did you say draws for your lips?
No, lip gloss for my lips. I'm wearing boy style shorts.
Okay. So yeah, that's one thing. Hey Latoya, welcome. Ami is putting on draws for her lips. So
I can't find this. Hold on, keep going. I'll be back.
Okay, so I don't know what lip draws are, but last week she used a dildo as a microphone, so we will all find out together what draws for the lips are. Ami is looking like the chief of security for an international shrine. I absolutely agree. That the head Mormon shrine, where the dome is the chief of security. I feel like you're the high priestess of libations. Lip gloss, not lip draws. Lip gloss. Oh yes, it's giving. It's giving anal pig anus. I like that. Pork buttocks.
You will not make heaven. You will not make heaven.
Oh, the time heaven was my admission to heaven was canceled ages ago. About 20 years ago.
The bus that will carry you to the gate, the tire has bust.
The tire has bust. The petrol is finished. The driver had a heart attack. I'm never making it to heaven.
Yes, and I am chief of security. How insulting. Listen, logistics. I manage logistics for the shrine. Nonsense.
All of the schnapps, all of the hebs, all of the bulls. Who else can make the beer, the gupra for the ancestors? Only you can make this possible.
You understand? If you give them the whole drink, they'll be like.
So while I prep the room, would you like to give disclaimers? Security manager.
Okay. Logistics, head of logistics. Thank you. So, as you know, welcome to another Sunday of utter nonsense. But you need it because your life is more nonsensical than the nonsense we bring. On that note, if you're here for any, life motivational accoutrements and things, forget it. Exit, because we are not here to solve your problems. Today is Sunday. We should have one bad advice episode on Friday so we can cater to our Muslim brothers and sisters.
True story.
Yes, because they went.
Yes. Ami See, this is the thing that Ami does that I don't like. Ami doesn't put her phone on Do Not Disturb, and she's like a woman on high demand. I'm sure somebody has called her by now.
Yes, somebody.
Put on Do Not Disturb, only you.
The person does not have sense because they know every Sunday I do bad advice. Every Sunday, know
put on D&D.
I put on D&D. I put it.
Please continue.
Yes, I said, your life is more nonsensical than our show. So if you are here for anything to make your life better, I'm sorry. All we can give you is unlimited laughter. That one self, we need to put like a cash app, Momo number, PayPal. We collect donations because laughter is not free. I am sure. If you think it is free, go and ask your politicians. Clearly, they are laughing at you and they have money. It is not free. If you go to comedy show, you will pay. Yes, if you're under 18, exit the premises, because if your life destroyed or you hear things that you should be knowing about but society is calling taboo, it is not our fault. If you are here, blame your parents. What else? There's a button be there like that. It has camera, it has cross in it. Please join us. We want to see your beautiful face. I know your face is not more beautiful than mine, but and me and Malaka's, but it's okay. We'll manage your face. But please join it, bring it here. And what full adventures on every social media platform: X, Twitter, Talking, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viper, Telegraph, Google Mail,
and sign up for our newsletter.
Sign up for our newsletter because there's a lot of juicy things. Oh, that one, dear, we have a lot of a shower content for you.
Before I forget, yes, and also we're having open calls for adventures reads. So if you feel like your voice is sexy and sultry and you want to do some reads, even those of you who your voice is kind of like what was the show with the guy? Oh, Xerxes in 300. You remember Xerxes? We didn't know if Xerxes was male or female.
I don't remember. Let me go and Google Xerxes 300.
Hey, Google Xerxes. Xerxes was a sexy motherfucker, I swear. Xerxes was painted in gold, and Xerxes was like, I am a god. If you have Xerxes voice, please apply.
Xerxes voice. Okay, I'm going to exit and rejoin. Okay, I'm going to exit and rejoin because the motherfucker who called me disrupted my I went from LTE to 3G. So let me reset.
Oh, no. We need you on LTE.
Yes, you coming back.
Yeah. Okay, come back. Return. Hey, Miss K, welcome. Hey, it's Maureen. So as we were saying, we are also in the midst of everything else. We're having a new season of Adventures Reads, and we're looking for new readers. We're looking for people from across the continents and from across the diaspora. We want all accents. If you feel like, if you're African, if you tap into Africa, we want you. It's actually a very serious distance, so it's not like bad advice, craziness, or whatever. But also important to note that if you woohoo, especially if you're a novice, if you've never read before, we definitely don't want people who are professionals. We want to give people a chance who have never done voiceover work, who are interested in voiceover work. Please apply. Applications close in 2 days on the 15th of October. So send us an application at adventuresfrom@gmail.com with your demo. All you have to do is pick a snippet from hey, Pig Lips is here. Piggy. Pick a snippet from our blog. It has to be no more than 60 seconds. We'll evaluate it. And if we like you, you will be on next season of Adventures Reads.
And that is how I got involved in this family situation.
Leading the family.
I shot my shots in the shots. And then after the shots, they couldn't get enough of this bullet because have you met me?
Miss K, please be more than interested. Don't just be interested in your house. Please be submitting audio.
You have like 2 days or something.
2 days.
And just so you know, the submissions are coming.
They're coming plenty.
They're
coming.
Read. Okay. And when you are reading, look at the thing that you have picked and you are reading it. Feel for the energy. Don't just read it. This is not the name of my Bible story is Jonah and the big fish. Once upon a time, Jonah was hungry. God sent Jonah. He said, go. And then he entered ship and big fish swallow him. And
no, Jonah wasn't hungry. Jonah was sad. Jonah was sad because the people of God were not minding God. And God said, go go and preach to those people. And Jonah said, may I go? And then a big fish said, then may I eat you? That's what happened to Jonah.
No, Jonah was hungry.
No,
But if he was
that's
not hungry,
Elijah.
if he was not hungry, see, when somebody has a full belly, it's easy to get them to do something.
Me, also for mommy, pastor's
I'm
wife.
not
You're going
saying,
to tell
listen,
me.
I'm giving you backstory to Jonah's disobedience. He was hungry.
Okay. And then what was he hungry for? Gary, what could have filled his hunger? His dotted unibrow is not scented.
It is not meant to be scented. Do you think I came here to feed your visual hunger? My dear, behave yourself. In fact, distract. Hey, Malaka, don't die. Malaka, don't die.
Kill me this evening.
Malaka, do not die.
Sorry, I'm not here to die. I'm here to read question number 1. We're already 12 minutes in.
Yes. Before
Hey,
go back to
question number
Bible
1.
school.
We'll come back to Bible school. Flames in the house for question number 1. Here we go. It's quite a doozy. My mother fell ill some time ago. We managed because, as part of her regular duties, the house help agreed to take care of my mother. A year later, my father had impregnated the house girl, right in the same house where he lives with my mother, his matrimonial wife. I was like, what? It's been 6 years, and my dad has since lost his job and fallen on hard times. Oh, papi. Now he expects me to send money to take care of the child because he's your brother. I'm torn. What do I do?
Oh, you have not torn yet. You are shredded. You are shredded. You are minced.
I said, yeah, you're minced.
Ground beef. That is what you are. Did you not come out of his loins?
Whose loins? The father's loins.
The man.
But not the son.
But you know, charity begins at home.
Home. Keyword is home.
At
home.
Charity begins at yeah. It's not coming.
So 6 years old, boy is entering kindergarten, right?
6.
Because at age
class
5,
1, class 1, class 2.
No, not class 2. Definitely class 1. He's just finished grade what we call in South Africa grade R. So preschool or kindergarten, right? Yes. Oh, Miss K. Oh. Charity is out there. Oh.
Yeah.
Now
my forehead is even saying it, but
it's even saying it. It's like, oh, it's like a wave.
Yeah. Class 1.
Still says class 1. Now you're in the house with the house help is in the house with the ill mother, whom I'm assuming is still alive, because they hasn't said that she's died. This boy has to go to grade 1. He needs school uniform. He needs books. What else does he need in grade 1? Lunch, money for a rock bottom.
Yeah,
ice cream after school.
And then he needs the strength of the Lord, because if they find out that his father shagged his mother's house help, children are demons.
They are demons.
So he needs ancestral fortification, and that is not cheap.
He needs anointing oil to cover him every day, which brother will also have to provide from the abroad. You say you are torn. My dear, there's no tearing here.
Please pay your dues.
No. Father has to go and do a shower. Oh. Charity, like we said, charity begins at home. The same whore spirit that he used to shag the house girls, what he must take into the streets and prostitute.
He should go and stand on East Legon. Like, I don't know if this person is in Ghana. Go to like East Legon, that streets around like the KFC and things.
Yeah.
District 24 at night, especially the weekends. And then when the people are there, you wear your little fishnet, like you wear your trouser, but you have like little fishnets, and then you
little
just accidentally like
underneath the trousers. And his little Galileo sandals, he can wear his Galilee sandals as well. Just point and flex. You know, blink like you're blinking. Yeah. Daddy, as you are falling on hard times, make your penis hard so that you can also go and penetrate and push through this issue.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
what about the child? The child did not see how we're all in our somewhere. And then some people went to go and fornicate and bring us into this world, and now the world is showing us shaggy. Right? Like, on one hand, I feel for the boy. But you know what? If it were a girl child, it would have been different. But it's a boy.
It's a boy.
And if he unfortunately becomes a heterosexual man, we're in trouble. Because we have
Yeah.
enough of those mutants.
Broken
Yeah.
eggs.
Broken eggs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my dear, whoever submitted us this issue, and you guys in the comments, yeah, please do chime in. Teasingly still, Osu, Oxford Street, absolutely. Where the row and row of hoes are. It's one big home, absolutely. And this is kind of your issue, but it's not your issue. So what I can recommend is that you invest in, nice weekly prostitution gear for your father.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you can think of some clients to send his way, because at the end of the day,
yes, what you can do is actually source the clients for him. So you can be his manager. Astro just gave a good point. They said man didn't have an affair outside the house. I doubt he's East Legon escort material. Fair point. And so I'm sure the house has multiple rooms. Because clearly the house girl lived in the house with them.
in the
So
house.
you can just have one room for business purposes. You be his manager. You find clients. They come. You'll make sure his booty hole is shaved.
Right?
He
Smells like
tests.
lemon.
Yeah, make sure there's a lot of Vaseline and baby oil.
Baby oil.
I've heard that. Apparently, I don't know if AI generated this, but they said they found breast milk in Didi's house.
Hey.
So,
is that wait? Is that from when the Dave Chappelle thing? He's like, breast milk, you make my day. The Cambodian breast milk.
Cambodian breast milk.
Okay. I don't think they actually found it.
Yeah.
My goodness, they have the ultimate meaning from one to
Airbnb. It's like whole B&B.
Whole B&B. In your father's house, there are many mansions.
Yes.
So
whole
yes.
B&B.
Whole B&B. So somebody must shun his bum hole as a man so that he can provide for his family. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame. Women have been doing it forever. Women have been, selling,
sacrificing the tools to get the family out of stressful times.
Yeah.
Like, all those Nigerian films that we used to watch and we say, honey, things are hard. He said he will help, but only if you sleep with him. He's like, how could you? How dare you? How do you ask for something? It's like, baby, if there were any other option, I'll do it, but this is the only one. And then they'll both be there, and then the soundtrack will be like, and then they'll cut, and then we'll see her coming back, and then she's crying. Or they'll show the sex scene, and then the girl is always there, just laying there. She's crying.
just laying there, staring into the abyss, and the man is on top of her.
Yes.
Doing this.
And then her angle is like,
hold on.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. And then after they get the money, in the future, the man would start raising shoulder and then be like cheap prostitutes like he was like, oh me, I did it for your family, my dear. Let him go and sacrifice his asshole, and then that way in the future you can call him cheap prostitutes.
You can also call him chief daddy, chief prostitutes. Yes. We've solved your issue, my dear. So yeah. And besides, you don't want to take away that feeling of provider. You know how I'm a provider. You can't take away that feeling from your father. I'm surprised he even asked you to tell you that it's your responsibility. He's the provider. He must provide nyash.
He's the head of the family.
He's the head of the family.
The literal head.
And he must be giving head to provide for the family.
Yes, we solved your case. Question number 2. So there's a discourse going on about galamsey and the horrible effect it's having on our country. Haven't you seen? I saw literally a video of someone eating bread. I think people are too much. He entered the dirty water, took bread and dipped it in the water and was eating. I'm like, oh, content. Why? Anyway, discourse on galamsey horrible effects. My friends and I engage on social media and went for the protest. Through all these, my boyfriend hasn't said I asked him why he wasn't talking about it, and he said, what's the point? I said the point was standing up for what is right. This boy said that is what people do and get arrested and mistreated at the police stations for. Basically, he knows what's right, but he won't speak up because it won't change anything. Charlie, this has changed the way I see him. I really like him, but also Charlie not speaking up is choosing the side of the oppressor. Shall I break up with him?
No. No. You don't break up with him. Knowing what you know, make his life a misery for the rest of his life. Because this is the thing about men. Men will never break up with you. They'll never be the one to approach and be like, yeah, da, 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 da. Worst he can do is cheat. The feelings of like disdain that you have for him, do everything possible so that he understands how disgusted you are by him. Don't break up with him. Breaking up is easy.
Okay, so since he has decided that talking will not change anything, do everything that he loads. And when he talks, you're like, but talking won't change anything. Why are you talking?
Why are you talking?
Why are you talking?
Hold on, Miss K, do you want our opinion, dear writer? Yes, give your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Do not entertain him with that breakup.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes. Don't give him a breakup. Make his life miserable. In fact, they have find side girls, side boys, sugar mommy, sugar daddies. In fact, the whole harem. In fact, become the brothel if you so wish. Go to party at night. Come back 3 days later. Pierce your nose. Get tattoo. Take advice from nobody.
Everything that he
One
hates,
gang.
become that thing.
Become that thing. Right? And if he talks, right? If he talks, you're like, but it changes nothing.
It changes absolutely nothing. Why
Nothing.
are you talking?
And if he
Why are you
tries
wasting
to
your
break
breath?
up with you, you're like, my dear, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in this relationship.
That's right.
You are not allowed to complain.
You can't complain. In fact, when you know he's coming home, the minute that you know he's coming home, make sure there's new babies in the house every day so that he can witness you. The way he wants the government to fuck the country be fucking other men so that he can also witness and don't be talking.
Fuck up the house. I don't know if he's a filthy animal like most heterosexual men are, or at least he has some decorum of sense. If he's filthy, make the place filthier. If he's clean, then filthy up the place. And he talks, it's like it won't change anything.
It won't change anything. I don't know why you're talking. Can you stop talking?
It's like, are you talking to me? As soon as he starts talking plenty, you just grab a bottle and a cup. We are all involved. We are all involved. And then you march around the house. Literally, imagine if this is the class and you say, you're like, you grab a bottle and cup. Oh, did I pour my wine? My beer. Hold on.
Are you drinking beer from a mug? I mean, what kind of protest march is this? You look like Dr. Seuss.
What is this?
Oh, Miss K says, don't break up with him. Break him. 100%. Break him.
And then when you
just said, let him see you wearing some good lingerie before going to the protest. Let him wonder what is happening there.
No. Make his life frustrating. And when he finally thinks you're an evil spirit, and obviously you're not an evil spirit, and then he sits you down one day to have a conversation, drag it, my dear, drag it. What can I do for this thing to change? You're like, I need you to go on a one-man protest.
Mm-hmm.
You wear sexy pants. It should have Hello Kitty on it.
Is the Hello Kitty front or back? Who is greeting?
Both. Yes. And then you paint your nipples in white and you hold a gong and literally march up and down the street and go, we are all involved. And you put Stop Galamsey on like a little halo and put on your head. We are all involved. You do that and everything will go back to normal.
He will join the protest.
Beans
boy. He said talking doesn't change anything.
Now people should go and walk for hours on their feet and come back tired and then Abodam. Those of you understand what Abodam means, his mother.
It means he's mad. It doesn't mean his mother. Hey! Is it time for question number 3?
Yes, it is. I think we solved the problem.
We solved the
You
problem
will
very
stress him the
quickly.
fuck out, frustrate him, knowing very well that there are solutions to the problems. But
and in fact, you have to bring other people in to frustrate him, to
Mm-hmm.
let him know that this problem that you're bringing him, there's no solution, there's no peace. No, so like whether he talks or he doesn't talk, the problems will continue.
Yeah. Until he does a one-man protest in sexy pants with Hello Kitty. The pants should be hot pink.
Hot pink and deep
Hot
black.
pink. Yes. And then you should wear like thigh-high boots.
Yeah. And make sure you put shea butter on his knees, because we like to see oily thighs and knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yes, see, like you grease the chest.
Grease it up.
And
all
maybe
of
you
it.
never know, he might find a sugar mommy, then he will have money and do that.
See?
So, killing two birds with one stone.
It will benefit the whole house. Your madness will benefit the house. So, my dear, listen to us. Question number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I am.
Wait.
Why did I start doing this? That's not the way.
Before you read this question, I will tell the children of the almighty Sky Mommy and Sky Daddy, brace yourself.
I actually haven't read this question. I read the first part and then I got distracted by something else. So please know that as I'm reading it, when I say hi, it wasn't intended to be anything. But please, Ami has read it clearly. So be bracing yourself. Brace up. Tense that almost like buttermilk. Let's go. I am a 25-year-old man, and I've been seeing this older man for a while. We used to hook up on and off for 6 months. It got serious for about 3 months, and we broke up last month and blocked each other we blocked each other everywhere. 2 weeks ago, my mother told me that my father had come to see her and wanted to see me and apologize. My mother told me he was dead and never showed me any pictures or nothing, but apparently he simply left before I was born, and she's been bitter. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let me walk into my mother's living room and see my ex? Like my ex-boyfriend is my biological father. I don't know what to do. Like, should I even tell my mother we used to date? And how do I even relate with him as a father when I've sucked his dick and called him daddy while he spanked me? I wish I had read this before this live episode, because I actually am lost for words. Because as I am reading this, I am seeing my own father. Sometimes you read these questions, you put yourself in the scenario, and I don't know what I would do. Astro Kojo, please help. He said, I know kids are hereditary, but what the fuck do you call this?
I'm finding a soundtrack.
I'm not playing.
Why is the world so wicked? Why is the heart so evil?
Because how do you explain this?
I mean, we're having a family meeting. Yeah. Let's give the guy a name. Johnson. Yes. Johnson. I'm the mother. You are Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been holding an anger in my heart for many years, but I've been praying to the Lord, and you are 25. After 25 years, quarter of a century, I'm ready to release this anger. I want to pour my heart to you.
Okay, tell me.
Your father is not dead.
Oh.
How do you feel, me informing you of this thing? I've lied to you, son, and I'm sorry.
I don't. Why did? Okay, so why did he tell me he was dead?
Because in my heart he was dead. But Johnson, he has come today. He wants to apologize. He wants to make amends. He said he's been seeking the Lord. There's some things in his life that he's been doing that he's not proud of. And one of those things, that role of getting on the road You know me, I'm a Christian woman. I'm a woman of God. And getting on that road of redemption is reconnecting with the child that he abandoned. He's here. Oh, he's here.
Okay, so and this part is conversation. Like, you know, when you watch film and then they're talking to themselves in their head. Okay, this bitch is lucky I go to therapy. Okay, let's see where this is going. Okay, man.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's in the hall. Come to the hall.
Really, this motherfucker. Jesus, Lord, give me strength. Okay, let's go, mom.
I think it would be nice if you serve him water. Will you take, or beer? If you can serve him beer, I think it would be very nice. Johnson, he's your father after all. Johnson, okay. Show him that you're hungry.
Did you give me beer? You asked me to go and give beer to a man who has been here for 20
Oh, Johnson, you know I can hear your thoughts when you're talking.
Oh, I forgot this woman is a witch. Okay, where's the beer?
It's here. It's in the fridge. So here, please, take the beer. Johnson, okay. His name is Jester. Just remember his name is Jester. So you can start off calling him Jester before you start calling him Daddy. Okay. Jester is waiting for you. Let's go.
So Jester is sitting down there like this. And then
Okay.
as I
Now,
walk, as I
I am
walk,
Jester.
you are Jester. So as I'm walking, damn, I think I've seen those shoes before. The perfume grass smells familiar.
These knees look very familiar. Hey, I've been on my knees
Just
looking at these knees.
Yeah, just that. Please,
Yeah,
man.
yes.
Ah!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Mommy, my stomach is paining me. I have to go to the toilet, okay?
Mildred, I think we have to postpone this, be back, this meeting. Mildred, I'm out. Because I've been on my knees in front of these knees. Why do you have a broom? Imagine you in the audience. Astro just said, "Come to daddy." Literally, come to daddy.
Why?
Okay. So how do I even relate with him as a father? He's your daddy. There's nothing. You just carry on.
You know what? Okay, so I have a radical response to this. He was assumed dead, right? So actually unalive him so your problems have go away.
Oh.
He's a complication. And what do we do to complications? Eliminate. Please, viewers and people watching, I am not saying anybody to kill anybody. Like we said, this is bad advice. We are just here for humor and satire. So please,
advice.
Yes, West advice. Bad advice, guys, not even a good title. West advice. So please, we are not saying go and kill any complication because maybe you are part of that complication. In this case, the guy was. But when moving back into bad advice, Auntie Amy eliminates the problem.
Eliminates the problem. Ish. Yeah, like you just have to continue.
Yeah, because
I'm thinking of my father, my own father, my father in this situation. Imagine if they had a birthmark on the same parts and thought that it made them soulmates. Imagine. And you know, like how sons, when they grow up, they start to sound like their dads. And they're like, oh, wow, you know, I've never felt this close to anybody before. There's so many things about you that remind me of me. Me too. Oh my gosh.
Actually, the problem here is the mother. Find some foolish money and relocate your mother to a different country.
Why?
Because if you relocate your mother to a different country and you find someone to take care of her and then you magically disappear, you don't have to hear from her and your father again.
Yeah, you don't. I think father and son should run away together. I do. I think they were meant to be.
They blocked everybody everywhere.
But they blocked. They said, okay, I've been seeing this older man for a while. We used to hook up on and off for 6 months. It got serious for about 3 months. And if there are any gay men in the audience, you can tell me, when they say it got serious, that means feelings were involved. There was love. By Kishore, there was love involved. There was 3 months of love, right? Or deep lust.
Within the queer space, that is like 30 years.
That's a long time. 3 months is a lifetime. And I think the two of you deserve to go and be happy together. So yeah, lock your mom away. Your mom is a liar.
Yeah.
Lock
Your
her,
mom is
yeah.
a liar. Your mom is the problem. And honestly, I think the mother is the problem here, because why did you lie?
Why did you lie? You shouldn't have lied.
Yeah.
Now look.
See, you know when they say that women broke the world, Eve went to go and eat that apple that they said, don't go and eat. She said, I want technology. So you're going to eat apple. You're going to bite apple. And now the whole world, you realize you're not wearing dress and dross. And then they're like, leave with flaming sword. And now you are there struggling, causing problem. Eh?
Now I'm listening to you, but I just want to say Astro Kojo is not a serious person. Because Astro Kojo said, Jester, you make me feel so protected and cared for. Thank you, Daddy. Johnson, you make me feel so young and free. I love you, baby.
Astro Kojo, we need to ban your access to text.
We won't inform you when the show's coming on anymore. You can't come anymore.
You need to have your privileges revoked temporarily. So
Revoked.
you learn autopsy, because what is this? But no, man, the woman is the problem, because
Woman is the problem.
okay,
And all
all
of
jokes
this, the
aside,
mother is.
yeah, all
And
jokes
all of this,
aside with Adam and Eve thing, yeah, like forget it, because that story I don't really. Anyway,
really
right?
Bible story.
No. Because okay, I'm digressing right now, but give me 20 seconds. Because
Go
why
ahead,
will I
please.
talk to a traditional person as part of my research about the women of our people, and then I'm like, so what's the role of the women? And then you're like, if you look in the Bible, in the beginning, God created Eve as a helper, and I'm like, okay, wait, so but you know the Jesus that the God you're talking about is from the white man, but we are people, our God is Mausu Bolisa, and Mausu Bolisa is not male or female, and it's both male and female, so yeah. And then you're like, oh, that is true. And that's why every woman should be a queen and the man is a king, and then you work together. So see how quickly the thing turned. Of course, I don't believe in that Adam and Eve foolishness. Anyway, rants complete.
Round completed.
Yeah.
Astro Kojo, did the mother not have any pictures? No. When you hate somebody, you eliminate all evidence of their existence. So you delete all files, you cut their face out
So
of
why
the
didn't
pictures.
she abort the baby?
Oh, I mean, that's complicated.
I know, but all files of existence, that is
That's
an everlasting
the
file,
biggest file.
a very file with really big data size.
Oh no! It says the father abandoned them. Um, he simply left before I was born. So
Okay.
maybe he promised. He promised to be there. I mean, it happens. He promised to stick around. Blah blah blah. And as somebody in the comments said earlier, now you see what your mother, saw in him, because you guys were hot and heavy. You were in love for 3 months and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You were committed, and then
Yeah.
he blocked you. You too, because you're your father's son. You also blocked him back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the only thing is, like, maybe okay, so we don't have some details here, so it's difficult to draw certain conclusions, because if your father was a giddy fuck out of here man, then your mother had no, like, your mother should have figured out, know what she should have known what she was dealing with right from the jump, right? But
100% no.
if
No.
it's
She felt she could change him. Women. I can change this. This is different from me. For me, it's different. But it couldn't be different. Your man is gay. It was never going to be different for you, sis. Your man is very gay.
so the problem again here is the
Then
woman.
my mother.
The mother.
So, father and son, I recommend. Now, normally I don't condone incest, but in this case, I think it's warranted. There's no chance of them giving birth to additional children, and
You both should run away. Somewhere, run away. I don't care, run away. Ship your mama to some place. You're not gonna hear from her. You just can't run away. You should just run away, run away. Just run away. Church, join me. Should run away.
please, the church can join you. We don't know where
Ship
you're going.
your mama to the. No, I literally repeating it. Ship your mama to some place. You must just run away, so you can run away.
Why are you getting closer to the camera like it's gonna make me like catch the words?
Because I need you to see the seriousness of the expression.
Teaserling still said evangelism by vagina. Yeah, I don't recommend. Nah. I remember, and this is also a slight segue, but I remember this one gay guy, was like he was being hounded. Like the girl didn't know that he was gay, and he is a cutie. And she was hounding him. He was like, okay, a hole is a hole. This is what the internal dialogue he's having with himself. A hole is a hole. Let me see. He was like, I didn't like it. It was too wet. I thought I was gonna die that day. I was like, imagine a man saying it's too wet. Like it's a problem.
Wet. Oh, the lesbians are appalled.
The lesbians are appalled.
The lesbians are appalled. How dare you?
How dare you?
It's too wet.
He was like, it was too wet. He said he didn't like. Question number 4.
Let me go into the documents. If the documents, yeah, because
Easily so said I'm weeping. Me that day I was dying. I was like, I never considered this to be an issue, but yeah. I guess sometimes as a man you need that friction.
Yet you go and buy baby oil and
Yet you 100 bottles, 1,000 bottles.
Okay. My husband is the very helpful sort of guy. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Anything you need and he's there. As in, he will literally give you the shirt off his back. Lately, one of his female co-workers has been calling him on weekends to help her with odd jobs around the house. Recently, she called him because her house got flooded. I've allowed it because she's relatively older and not very attractive, at least to me. Hey, waba. However, I feel like her constant calling is interfering with our personal time together, and I want him to stop. My husband says that this is not very charitable of me. Am I overreacting? Are you an orphanage?
Are you an orphanage?
See the starving children in Africa. Handyman for the world.
Are you an orphanage? I'm sorry. Are you Oxfam?
World Health Organization, UNICEF.
Seal. UNICEF. Are you UNICEF?
And all of those ones, they are chopping your money.
See,
there's something
90% of the revenue goes to pay directors' fees. Yeah. What was her question? Her question is she overreacting? Am I overreacting?
Yeah.
Is she overreacting? So the woman is older. You see, there's this thing that's been going on. I don't know if you've seen it lately. Vintage women. There's a hashtag, vintage women.
Do tell.
So it's like, women of Stephanie Mills' age, kind of like, late 50s, early 60s. Are you not loved, Miss K? So you, however old you are, might think that, this is an older woman, blah, 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 blah. But there's these like,
the older they are, they got more experience. She gonna take your man and leave
she
you
gonna
alone.
take your man. She's already taking your man, and he doesn't even know he's being taken because he's being taken because she's probably this old school love is like, oh, let me make you something real quick and everything, and they know how to cook from scratch because they have time.
Listen,
all their kids are grown.
Listen, and let me tell you how this shit is going to play out. This thing about him helping, while he has no ulterior motive, because clearly it seems like he's like generous, will cause problems between the two of you. And then when it causes problems between the two of you, the resentment will start brooding, and she'll start falling on this older woman for support. And just like that, he gonna take your man and leaving you lonely. She gonna take your man and leaving you lonely, baby girl.
Just like that, he's busting dry pussy wide open.
Listen, right? Where there's lube, there's a way, my dear.
Where there's lube, there's a way.
Pornhub.com. Go and see mature woman. Who's mature?
Cougar, say hi. My dear, you're not overreacting. You haven't reacted enough.
You haven't reacted When she needs help, the two of you should go.
100%.
The two of you
So
should go.
while he's doing his thing, you sit down. You also bring. You show him like you can also cook. You can knit. You can bring something to the house. Bring something to the table. And it's not because you're insecure. It's because these older women, you just love older women.
Listen. As I'm getting to the level of older women gradually, because I am not 20 anymore, I see the appeal. Okay? And as a sugar baby in search of an older mommy, sugar mommy, to spoil me and
Just
give me my soft life.
It just comforts me. Like, you know, older women, their voices, like, they get deeper with time. And there's something about that hum, that when they're talking to you. Yeah.
Clearly, your man has a good job because you haven't complained about his finances. So if this is a co-worker and an older woman, maybe it's his senior, right? Now we're doing investigative journalism things. That's his senior, and then it's like they have this thing because at a certain age you really don't have the energy or the capacity for drama and nonsense and foolishness. Let me tell you something that somebody confide. I don't know why people, once they start interacting with me for just a certain amount of time, next thing you know, they are telling me their life story, right? I guess. And then I was ranting to a friend about how some of them actually think it's them. They are selective. And I'm like nigga, no. You don't realize that it's me. Anyway, I sat in an Uber with a guy once in Kumasi, the driver. And at some point he started telling me about his relationship situation, that he was with someone and things were hard, and she started talking to other guys, and one of them was an older guy and was be giving them money and stuff like that, and she was doing it for them and he was cool with it. There wasn't a problem. And then she met this older woman who likes him, and she's like, he's not very serious, but the way she treats him and stuff. So she was like, okay, you were doing this with this guy, so this is the situation with me and this girl. I want to kind of do it. She takes care of me, she gives us money, so like when they bring the money, it's for us kind of thing. Like they bring money for us kind of thing. Just like that, the girlfriend did not agree for him, and so now they have kind of broken up a bit. This same guy had paid for this girl to go to school and everything. Yes, you understand? I bet you boy.
This evening, Ashokojo says STDs are a real problem in nursing homes because they get busy. Very, very, very busy.
Yes. Yeah, I'm back. MTN was telling me that my data finished.
Aren't concerned, huh?
Sorry, MTN was telling me my data finished, but it's true.
Okay.
I have data.
Yeah. And older people in nursing homes aren't concerned about pregnancy, so they're just out here raw dogging it. So I'm like, my dear, there's other things. There's gono will catch you, and when it catches you, there's like, I don't think, is there a cure for gonorrhea?
I think there is, but you have to follow the suit. It's I think it's herpes that may have no cure until like lifestyle changes.
Yes.
Yeah. So my dear, you go and lift the furniture with your husband, and when she's like, oh, it's so good to see you, and you tell her under the string, you're like, teamwork is
teamwork. And when she actually eventually begins to start banging your husband because he doesn't know it's coming, but it's coming, teasingly still said, it's time for a threesome. We are all involved.
We are all involved. We are all involved in sexual. What's the word? Vagabondry. Sexual vagabondry.
Vagabondry. This time for question number 5.
Yeah, we did a good time today.
We're doing great time today. Takes out the dentures and it's a whole new game.
I dream of one Christmas when the girl always used to know. Okay, let's go. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, question number 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is for all my HR people. Let's solve this together. This is a work issue. I work in a multicultural office. but there are only 3 Black people in the space. I am one of them. The third Black person is a woman we hired for a customer service position. And since I'm always on the lookout for our community, you want to do Pan-Africanism in corporates, this is no problem. I advocated for her to get the job, and my superiors listened. In the interview, she spoke so well and was adamant that she knew how to use Excel and Microsoft Word. I had no reason to doubt her because it's 2024, right? My line manager gave me the job of training her, which I was happy to do because this could be a first step in me moving to HR. During training, I told her to open a tab. This bitch gonna say, "What's a tab?" Then she asked me what a cell was. Hey, she lied. She don't know fuck all about Microsoft. So for the last 2 months, I have been covering her work and mine because I don't even know where to begin training her on applications I've been using since middle school. The problem is I'm feeling burnt out, but I don't want my bosses to know that I contributed to bringing a bad hire by letting her fail. What should I do?
Easy, right?
Easy.
Find something that she's not supposed to have access to, and let her have it in her possession. And then when she says that, when they're looking for the thing, you say that you kind of saw her with the thing, and when she says you asked her to take it, you're like, "Oh, me?" And she says, "Yes, you." You say, "It couldn't be." Then who? It is you.
It couldn't be them. Astro could just said, "Is this black tax? What's the thing beyond tax? This is like inheritance. This is inheritance tax. This is like 50% of
Trust. This is trust fund, life
this is
insurance.
trust fund taxes,
Yeah.
levies. This
Yeah.
is beyond tax. This is levies. This is duties."
Because, like, how, okay, so I think this brings up the whole conversation about sometimes how when you want to help your people, but then you're met with resistance and people are not honest. I don't know how many people are familiar with diasporans coming in and always going like, "Oh, those people there, those people there, those people there," and then those
Yeah,
people
talking
is in
about
relation
like
to
Americans.
not even Americans, but let's say someone left Ghana and they traveled abroad and they're trying
Yeah,
to do something in Ghana, right? And then it's
yeah.
like they don't seem to be getting the support, or people don't take care of things, and then they're like, "Oh, those people, they're talking to the people back home," right? It's like within the family, in the family portraits, when you're trying to uplift the family, and then their family is not being honest, and the family is not doing what they need to uplift themselves, right? This is how literally Friday I went to a festival and somebody was a traditional festival, right? The first part of it, what I saw was pretty cool. Everyone was dressed in white. It was some spiritual stuff, and then they were supposed to do a pageant. The people who were organizing the pageant initially did not have a clue what the fuck was happening until like less than 48 hours to the thing, and they call on the person who invited me, who is a queen mother, by the way. This woman brings in like big ass stage and everything, starts and it says, okay, they need to charge $10, 10 cities at the gate so people can enter, and you can recoup some of the money to go into things. People don't want grill. I was at, and this is not somebody said, I was at the gate and people were throwing stones, gravel.
Because
Next
of
thing you
10
know,
cities.
they've broken down the gates.
Ha!
Yes, it gets interesting. So they put me on pageant score because they said I am fair and just. Yes, everybody, contrary to this, I have sense. Okay, thank you.
And just.
So after the judges finished everything, I went to everybody's paper. You've seen, you know how I work. I don't like foolishness. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is that? And I tallied everything. The people who were supposed to be original organizers came and they said, oh, 70% is based on votes. Meanwhile, they had done that. The girl who would have won did nothing, absolutely nothing for the
Wow.
pageants. Yes. So this is an outsider who came in with a score sheet, which makes more sense for the
Yeah.
pageant. Albeit things could have been done better, but nothing is perfect. But the intention was to make it fair. And then you have your own people trying to stifle that. And it's like now you're in a job. I don't know what country you are in. There's only 3 black people. You are doing a mandla. Like, and and she's not saying that way to or whatever. She's not, power. She's not saying to the people. She's like, you're on your own, boo.
You're on your own, boo.
Like, what the fuck do you do in this situation, my dear? Please, she has to be fired, and you aid
You
and
have to
abet.
sabotage it.
Yes,
You
yes.
just to. You absolutely have to stop. You have to, like, if you can find a way, like you said, I mean, she has to have possession of something because she was like, she came in confident. She was like, I know Microsoft, I know this, I know this. And then give her a file that she's not supposed to have. Put that file on her laptop, send it some kind of way, something.
Yeah.
And then when she opens it, alarms will go off. They'll be like, oh, and then she'd be like, well, I never even knew how to use this application. They'll be like, oh, so you lied on a CV. And then travailler.
I have a feeling that she's like, she has like a Jasmine Live account.
What is a Jasmine Live account?
Yeah, okay. My butterfly show. You know, sometimes they go and click on a porn video and then it opens like a live. You go and open the, you know, the live showrooms that you pay for. You pay to utilize, like you can get like webcam sets. I suspect that she has a Jasmine Live account. Trail her, find it.
This
Leave
old
her.
lady. Old
Not
lady
the
who
old,
doesn't know.
the person is not. Hey, you haven't seen my mature porn. Please,
No,
everybody has.
wait. So she doesn't know how to use Microsoft. Are you saying she knows how to use the applications, but she's forming like she doesn't know? But
No,
she actually has a.
She has the Jasmine Live account because, and all you need to do is like you just click. So she has someone typing on the side. So she has like somebody manage. All she needs to do is shake those jaggly titties.
What makes you think she has a job? Like, where did this came so out of left field? I don't even know where this one came from.
I'm just saying, like, if you watch enough porn, you see that it's a wide range of performers. There's a
Let's see.
wide range of. If you watch porn, there's a live range of performance because everybody and their taste. So I suspect that she is like
She
a
partakes
sex worker.
in porn.
She partakes in porn, right? Because how else? And she's trying to turn over a new leaf, but the leaf hasn't completely turned over yet. So catch the leaf that is still in turning. Right now, if this was the initial leaf, the leaf is trying to be like this. But right now, the leaf is like this. So catch her one of her live shows and then leak it to HR.
I just thought that this was an old scammer lady who doesn't know how to use software. You've turned her into a whole porn star. Like, you've turned her into. She's sucking toes and eating pizza for money. Like, I mean, feederism. I mean, your mind is a wonderful place.
I know, right? And that's why y'all love me.
Let's see reactions. Teasingly still says, but I admire the girl for having the vim to apply for a job with zero skills. Serious ball. Zero skills and got the position.
Because the men be doing that. I mean, all jokes aside, power to this girl. Like,
yeah.
Because the men be doing, they say we want a goat, a partridge in a pear tree. You should have a goat, partridge in a pear tree. You know, overcooked beans and the fried plantains. They'll have just half a goat and maybe 1 grain of
golden
beans,
rings.
5 golden rings, and say like, you know, I have 15 goats, 20 partridges. My beans is like, how many parts you want? And the plantains, I have a whole ass for him. And then they come and learn on the job.
And 15 years experience.
Exactly. And then they'll get their job. So like I respect the girl, but my bro or my sis, whoever who stuck your neck out there. If it's a guy, you should suffer. If it's a girl, incriminate this porn star. That I suspect she's a porn star.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, just put some. Yeah, in fact, even if she doesn't have a Jasmine account, you know, just slowly put one on her, you know, her work laptop and be like, oh God, I think I need to call cybersecurity. Are you guys seeing this? Just slowly walk by her desk and be like, what is that? And she'll be like, what? What is what?
That too. Now let's go back to Jonah. I said Jonah was hungry. Jonah was Jonah.
We have Johnson and Jester.
No.
Okay.
Jonah, the Bible says Jonah was a hungry. Have you ever been hungry and trying to tell? So when you have energy, you have taken your vitamins, you've eaten food, you have moral support, you have people who love you. When you are telling people something and they're not even doing it, even if you have anger issues, it's tolerable. But when you're hungry and you don't have food, still what? When you're Asha could just say we're all going to hell for our bad advice. Yes, what? When you're hungry, you don't have food. And some supreme power somewhere who you have not seen, they will not give you food, though. They'll not give you transportation. And they're telling you, go and tell people to change their ways, else I will burn them or some shit like that. And it's like, nigga, didn't you see I was hungry? How are you going to send me on this errand? The people don't even give a fuck about me. Why are you telling me to go to this place? You haven't even, at least give me sustenance and say collect lorry fare. You give me lorry fare, you give me food. You say I should go and do this thing. And I won't go. And then I'm going to my own place and they have let fish swallow me. Jonah was hungry, and that was the cause for all the problems. Like the way the average Ghanaian is hungry and the politicians are asking for stupid things from the average Ghanaian. Life is expensive, salary is not going up, salary is not going up, that cost of living is expensive. Today you blink, 5,000 cedis is gone. Jonah was hungry.
No, Jonah was not hungry. Jonah is the average Ghanaian, right? Not the protesting one, the average Ghanaian. So Google says, what was Jonah's problem? Like, Charlie, what was his issue? The problem was that he knows who God is, a Lord, merciful, loving God, full of kindness, and is ready to relent from punishing sin. But Jonah doesn't like this about God. Jonah wants God to punish evil. So because Jonah wanted God to punish evil, and God was like, no, go and tell my people about my loving compassion. Jonah was like, me, I won't go and tell anybody about loving compassion. I want you to punish them. So he didn't want to spread God's message. God said, go and tell these people I love them. Yes.
Jonah is like the boyfriend who will not go and protest.
Jonah is exactly like the boyfriend who won't go and protest. So instead, Jonah wanted to be swallowed by a fish. It wasn't because Jonah was hungry, because Jonah in his heart was a wicked man, an uninvolved man.
That fish should not have vomited Jonah
at all.
That fish should not. It should have digested him, and
it should have digested him.
He should have come out from the
disobeyed
God.
God.
You are a disgrace. Jonah, you are a disgrace.
Don't know how we got here. We were here at the beginning. We are back again.
We are back because I said we will not rest until we figured it out.
We have figured it out.
Yes, we have. So Jonah was hungry, but he was also a wicked somebody.
Okay, we'll compromise.
Yes, because he was only looking out for his only his stomach. That's why I'm saying he's hungry. Because if he cared about other people's stomach, then he'll go and do what God told him to do. No,
but it wasn't the stomach issue. This was, am I right? I'm better than you. Jonah was a bitch. Jonah felt like he was better than everybody else.
So Jonah is a politician. So he's actually
Jonah is a politician.
Okay, I get it now. Jonah is a politician. All of the politicians you hear, fish will swallow you by your own. It will not vomit you somewhere. It will shit you out.
You'll be covered in slimy shits. And that concludes our hour.
Thank you. I would like to say thank you to all the co-conspirators who joined us tonight and those who will be joining us in the future. And say God bless you to those who will be sharing this video with their family and loved ones. And then God will punish you to those who will not. Thank you for following bad advice. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Don't let the whale shit you out next week, okay? Share the video and tell people to come and watch.
Yes. I'll see you around the stomach this week.
Wait, before we go, I need to read 2 comments. Tisani still said, please, I'm on Jonah's side. He said punishment for the evil. And Ashok Kojo said, Jonah said in Sawam sucks, but that's okay because only criminals go there.
Lord Jesus, save me from these treacherous children that thy clay have crafted. I'm going to watch Witcher. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.